A 1.5-mile D-shaped oval with 20-degree graduated banking, Las Vegas Motorspeedway hosts all three of NASCAR's top stock car series and has been a venue for top-tier open-wheel competition and sports car racing. A state-of-the-art motorsport facility, its nickname, the Diamond in the Desert, is well-deserved. Las Vegas Motor Speedway has the polished brilliance that is a trademark of Speedway Motorsports properties and is truly multifaceted. Originally constructed in 1996, Las Vegas Motor Speedway held its first major event in September of that year, an IRL race won by Richie Hearn. The first NASCAR event, a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race, followed 2 months later. The NASCAR Nationwide Series paid a visit in 1997 before the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series arrived in 1998, marking the beginning of the track's long-term success. Changes to the oval in 2006 made it a more competitive venue for stock cars. This major renovation revamped the banking, upping it from a modest 12 degrees to 20. Not only that, but the corners were banked progressively, meaning the further up the racing surface, the steeper the banking. Lap speeds jumped and racing got more competitive. The current stock car track record held by Casey Kane is just under 185 miles per hour. Although the oval gets much of the primetime attention these days, the facility's multiple infield configurations make the Desert Speed Palace a great venue for road racing, karting, and legends car racing. There are 3 different road courses, 2 that are combined in the infield and 1 that makes use of the big oval. The infield circuits are small but challenging and provide a good opportunity to test setup packages. In addition, there are 2 short ovals, 1 pit lane based and 1 in the infield, on which legend cars regularly compete. Tonight, the BRR Saturday Series makes its annual pilgrimage to the Diamond in the Desert. This is high-speed, high-banked, high-stakes gambling, where one wrong roll of the dice can leave you busted. Let's find out who has Lady Luck on their side to win the jackpot and take the Las Vegas trophy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and any other creatures, terrestrial or non-terrestrial, that may be watching tonight. Welcome to the BRR Saturday Series presented by Flaming Karma Paint Shop and Viva Las Vegas. Yep, tonight we are in Sin City for a little bit of a tour around the Diamond in the Desert. Practices just ended, seem to be fairly uneventful. Qualifying is now underway as Wild Bill looks like has jumped to the top of the charts. This is the 6th race of the season for the ARCA series for BRR Saturday night. And current points leader DJ the Iceman Kinner, who was fast in practice. I believe he was actually fastest in practice, so definitely brought some speed with him here out into the desert. And yes, Jared, you have a 1 in 11 chance. So that's not bad odds, I guess, if you were sitting at the table. But we'll see. Currently, Gerald Poole has jumped to the top of the qualifying tree with Jason Rome in second. Jared's wrapped up, or sorry, DJ has wrapped up his qualifying laps. Looks like he's currently slotted in 6th. Looks like only 9 of the 11 drivers have taken time so far. So current standing order is Gerald Thanos Poole at the top, Jason Rome 2nd, Rick Sargent 3rd, Albie Hewins 4th, Bill Percy, Wild Bill running out top 5. And let's see here, DJ Kinner 6th, Jared Heasley 7th, Ray Hillhouse 8th, and Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel, in 9th. Jason out making his customary practice laps after qualifying. He seems to do this every week, which is kind of good practice. Just get a feel for the cars. The tires start to fall off. Pretty good speeds here in practice. 30.8 roughly was the laps here, and 30.77 in qualifying. So qualifying and race pace about the same. So obviously tire fall off is an issue here. Being a desert track, gets a lot of sand on it. That seems to wear the surface out, cause a little abrasion there, and the tires start to wear out. And qualifying is over. Drivers will start to grid up here. Let's take a look at the starting grid tonight. On the pole, Gerald Thanos Poole, and outside front row, Jason Rome. Albie Hewins and Rick Sargent make up the second row. Wild Bill Percy and DJ Kinner make up the third row. Jared Heasley and Ray Hillis on the fourth row. Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel, and Richie West run out the top 10th. Donald Durrance in 11th. Bit of a small field, but it is the summertime here, so that's kind of usual for this time of year. So wait here as the cars grid up. This race is 100 laps or 150 miles. There will be a competition caution at or around lap 33. Drivers have 4 sets of tires total, which means 1 set on the car and 3 sets laying in the pits. Tire strategy could come into play because this track does seem to wear them out as the field starts rolling. Let's take a look at the race info for Las Vegas Motorspeedway. Current air temperature is 84 degrees. Track temperature is 86. It's a little bit cool. Should be a little bit warmer, but as the sun starts to set, the track temperature will drop. Again, this is a 1.5 mile oval with progressive banking, 20 degrees maximum, and the higher you run, the higher the banking. So down low, it's a little bit flatter, not much, but a little bit. So it does lend itself to 2 and sometimes even 3 wide racing. These cars do have a tendency, as they wear the tires, they'll start to pick up a push, and if you put too much wheel input into it, sometimes the car will snap around on you, so they'll have to keep an eye on that. Pace car leads them down the backstretch towards turn 3. Pace car is in. Green flag. Gerald Thanos leads them to the start-finish line. Jason hanging tough on that outside line, fighting with Albie for second. Albie's keeping it down there. It looks like Wild Bill's going to come to the bottom here, see if he can get himself to the front. Of course, Wild Bill won the opening race at Daytona this year. Right on the roof of 5th place, Jared Heasley. Looks like Bill got a little loose off the corner down low there. Jared's got a run on him. Up front, LB Hewins has used that high line to go around the outside of Thanos for first. Thanos falls in second in that Scarlet Revolt Carlos car. Jason running third, Jared Heasley now up to fourth, DJ Kinner fifth, Ray Hillhouse sixth, Bill Percy seventh, Richie West eighth, Nicole, that's what she said, Griesel ninth, Rick Sargent 10th, and Donald Duranson 11th. With the smaller car count, if they do get a few green flag laps under them, they will start to spread out a little bit, which should reduce the chances for a caution for a crash. The only exception being if someone gets a little push off of 2 and gets in the wall or has it snap loose on them coming off of 4. Again, we will have a competition yellow at or around lap 33, so that will allow them to change tires, check their tire wear, and bunch them back up. I'll be running that middle line through the center of 1 and 2. You want to do that because down low there is a pretty nasty little bump which will upset the car. You can run through it if you need to, but it just sometimes not worth the hassle. So running a little higher line through 1 and 2 works. You can see that Gerald's looking underneath there in 3 and 4, but Albie keeps his momentum up. A little further back, you can see DJ has closed in on Jared for 4th place there. Jason Rome just in front of him. It's a little ways back to Ray Hillhouse, who's running 6th. He's looking back off the gearbox of Jason Rome's car, back at that battle for 4th. Jason running up in 3rd. And let's take a ride inside the cockpit with Jason here as he's looking at those front 2. They're just out in front of him a little bit by about a full second. And you can see this track is not as smooth as it looks like. It is a little bit bumpy. You can see him have to make a little correction there to the right as he came off of 4. Means the car was a little bit loose. These cars, you do drive a little bit on that right rear. So that does have a tendency that if they start getting a little tight, you have a little too much wheel input, it'll try and snap around on you. Again, Jason running that higher line to avoid those bumps in 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Gerald's not letting LB get away. He's right there on his back bumper, keeping the pressure on, hoping he's going to make a little mistake. Again, your running order right now is Albie Hewins out front, Gerald Poole second, Jared Heasley up to 3rd, Jason Rome has slipped back to 4th, DJ Kinner in 5th, Ray Hillhouse 6th, Bill Percy 7th, Rick Sargent 8th, Richie West 9th, and Donald Duranson to 10th. Nicole's back in 11th. Like Jared, DJ, and Jason are all closing in on this front two. DJ on the outside challenging, trying to get around Jason for that 4th spot. Looks like he's going to do it. "13 laps down out of 100. Jared's definitely saved a little bit of tire on that early run because he is definitely marching forward. Goes to the inside of Thanos. Thanos gonna just let him go. No sense fighting him that hard this early in the race, especially since he ran him down from a little ways back. Now Jared sets his sights on LB for the lead. Got another good corner for Jared as he gets to the inside of LB, going down into 3. LB just keeps that high line, just keeps the momentum, lets Jared go by. So Jared Heasley to the front. LB to 2nd. Thanos to 3rd. The Iceman 4th. And Jason Rome running 5th. Top 4 cars, bumper to bumper. DJ working under Thanos. Gets into 3rd. Jared stretching it out a little bit on LB. Let's jump on the roof of the Iceman's car as he's running 3rd, hunting down LB for 2nd. Probably wants to get by him as quick as he can so he doesn't let Jared get too far out ahead of him, but they do have that competition yellow coming up in another 17 laps or so he won't be too worried. Good run off the bottom there off of 4 onto the front stretch. And does get that spot. As you can see, he ran that low line there. He's not scared of the bump at all. Now Ray Hillhouse is starting to climb up, made his way up to 5th now, just getting past Jason, hunting down Thanos as Thanos runs underneath LB there for that 3rd spot. Ray's another one of those drivers who definitely knows how to save tires, so not surprised to see him moving forward after we've gotten 15-20 laps on those tires. Trying to figure out which lane he wants to run in. Does he want to make it 3 wide? Jason going really high there into 1. Ray looking to the inside now. There he goes. He cleared Thanos, got down under LB. Should be able to complete the pass here off of 4. Ray Hillhouse moves himself into 3rd. So the running order is Jared Heasley in the front, the Iceman 2nd, Ray Hillhouse 3rd, LB Hewins 4th, and Thanos 5th, Jason Rome 6th, Richie West 7th, Rick Sargent 8th, Wild Bill's slipped back to 9th, and Donald Durrance running 10th with Nicole Creasel in 11th. Jason starting to make that high line work for him as he goes around Thanos. Meanwhile, Jared's got himself about 3/4 of a second lead over the Iceman, DJ Kinner, with Ray Hillhouse another almost full second back from DJ. Since we've got Jared on screen right now, I want to encourage you to go vote for Jared and for Jose Gardino for the XCal All-Star Race. If you can go to www.xcalracing.com/vote and cast your votes for Jared and Jose, that would be greatly appreciated. Get them into the XCal All-Star Race, which is broadcast on Tuesday by Doug Burns on How to Suck at iRacing. So he does a wonderful job. XCal always puts on a very entertaining show. And I'm told that there's the possibility there may be a special guest in the booth for that race. Hasn't been confirmed yet, but that's just rumor has it. I guess I'll put it that way. So definitely tune in Tuesday to How to Suck at iRacing to watch the XCal All-Stars go at it. Gerald has unfortunately started to fade, paid the price for running that hard. He and Albie are back to 5th and 6th, and Richie West is running them down in the Oreos car in 7th. Jason Rome just in front of him. So the running order is Jared Heasley on the point, DJ Kinner 2nd, Ray Hillhouse 3rd, Jason Rome 4th, Albie Hewins 5th, Gerald Poole 6th, Richie West 7th, Rick Sargent 8th, Wild Bill in 9th, Donald Durrance in 10th, and Nicole Kriesel in 11th. And Ray has managed to run down DJ, so they're going to probably start fighting here fairly quick for that 2nd position. Again, we're about 8 laps away from the competition yellow, which is on or around lap 33. Jared's still about 3/4 of a second ahead of these two fighting for that 2nd position. Ray got a nice run off the top there in 1 and 2. See if he can complete the pass down in 3 and 4 here. Definitely looks like he's got a little bit more momentum coming off that top side. There he goes into 2nd place. So Jared Heasley 1st, Ray Hillhouse now to 2nd, DJ in 3rd, Jason Rome 4th, and Richie West round out your top 5. A little further back, Jason Rome hanging on to that 4th spot with Richie West right behind him in the Oreos car. Then you've got Gerald Thanos Poole and Albie Hewins. Still keeping contact, so sure they probably ran the car a little harder than they wanted to, but they knew they had this caution coming up, so they knew they could get fresh tires. So probably a pretty good time to experiment this early in the race because they won't really lose a whole lot of track position. Meanwhile, things have tightened up front. Jared's still out in front, but Ray has caught him, and DJ's kind of tagging along to see if he can spoil the party here. Top 3 cars less than 3/4 of a second apart. Ray gets a good run off the bottom there. See if Jared's going to close the door. Nope, Ray's got the nose down alongside. That'll be a drag race off the corner here, off 4. Jared using that high line, trying to keep that momentum up, keep the car wound up. Looks like Ray just led at the line. Jared fighting back on the top side off of 2, gets that run down the backstretch. Meanwhile, DJ's just hanging there 3rd, watching to see who's going to come out on top. Now Jared crosses over to the inside. going to make Ray run that high line, see if he can get the momentum off the corner. Real close there off of 2. Jared had to pull the car down a little bit. That probably killed his momentum a little bit. Gave Ray a good run on the top side. Ray got a real good run off of 4 that time. Jared may have used up that right rear. Car probably does not like being down on that low side. So he's going to kind of hang it in the middle there as DJ looks underneath him. Ray has pulled about 0.8 of a second already, just in a lap and a half. And there is the competition caution. So 32 complete. We are on lap 33, and everyone will beat a pit road, I'm sure, for tires. And as expected, everyone is going to pit road. So they should be able to make the rest of this race on just one more stop. They'll probably want to try and split it up equally, just like this. Run about 30, 32 laps and run another 32 or so to the end. That will save them one set in case they get a late caution. And everyone is on pit road. It looks like DJ managed to get off pit road first with Jason second, Ray Hillhouse third, Richie West fourth, Jared Heasley fifth, Gerald Thanos-Poole in sixth, Albie Hewen seventh, Rick Sargent eighth, Wild Bill Percy ninth, Donald Durrance 10th, and Nicole still on pit road, but I'm sure she'll be off in just a second here. Let's see if we can pull Ray in here real quick, talk to him, see how he his race is progressing for him. Ray, it's Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, I got you.
Okay, so you kind of started out slow, and then you just kind of came on there at the end. Is that tire saving strategy, is that something that you can employ for the rest of the race?
Oh yeah, hope so. It worked out pretty well there. I didn't think it'd work out as well as it did, but yeah, it's the plan.
Well, you seem to definitely time it out perfect. So I noticed you lost a couple spots on pit road, but that shouldn't be really that big of a deal for you. So good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you after the race.
All right, thanks, man.
That was Ray Hillhouse running third now after the pit stops, but just kind of started back there in, actually started back in eighth and just worked his way forward by saving tires. So definitely good strategy for him. Let's see if he can repeat that success. Now on this restart, I think I'm going to shut up so you guys can enjoy the sounds of race cars at high speed, and we'll crank it up. Jason Rome has taken off. Almost 1 3/4 second lead over second place DJ Kinner. Ray Hillhouse hanging on in third. Jared Heasley fourth. Gerald Poole fifth. Rick Sargent sixth. Harvey Human seventh. Richie West Jr. Wild Bill in ninth. And Donald Burns in 10th. Nicole Kriesel in 11th. She had a little damage from actually occurred before the race, it looks like. Since I'm not showing anything actively during the race, so that she spent a little bit longer time on pit road. So hopefully she's got that repaired. So we're going to get here. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Canadian, the Wild Canadian, the Canadian Stig has checked out. Now 2 seconds over second place DJ Kinner. Fifth now is Ray Hillhouse falling back to fourth. So he's going to get second with Jared Heasley, looks about 4 tenths of a second off his back bumper. As they try and run down the Canadian signal, he's still 1.9 seconds ahead, so definitely took off there on the flat restart. Running in ninth, trying to close down on Richie West Jr. up in second place. About 1.5 seconds back from starting to close the gap a little bit on the Canadian Stig, so Ray Hillhouse still leading this fight for fourth place. Rick Sargent right on his back bumper. Albie Hewins behind him, and Thanos Gerald Poole in seventh, just behind Albie. Starting to close the distance a little bit on Jared Heasley just in front of them up in third. DJ continues to chip away at that lead for Jason Rome. Iceman closing it down now under a second. Actually down to just over half a second. Jared Heasley running about a second back from DJ. Then you've got Ray Hillhouse 4th, Rick Sargent 5th, Albie Hewen 6th, and Gerald Poole 7th. Still a close battle amongst those four. Starting to see a little bit of separation now. Jump back up front as DJ has caught Jason now. Starting to look underneath him. As fast as Jacobson took off, he probably was not saving a whole lot of tire there at the start, so that may end up costing him on the long run. But we'll see, he may do something different like a short pit or something, which may gain back a little bit of track position again. We're just past halfway, 51 laps in, 49 to go. Actually be 48 as we cross the stripe here. DJ is all over the back bumper there. Jared's starting to close in too, just a little over half a second back with Ray Hillhouse right on his back bumper. We'll stay here on this lead fight for a minute. Jason doing a good job of holding him off. He's running just the right line. DJ cannot get a clean shot off the corner to get underneath him or above him. Meanwhile, that is allowing Jared and Ray to close in. DJ's looking high, he's looking low. He doesn't want to hit him. He wants to get by him clean. That's one thing with DJ. He is a clean racer. I have never had any issues with him at all. Looks like Jason's going to stay high this time in 1 and 2. DJ's able to get underneath him and get that run down that backstretch. Jason realized he probably ran his tires off a little too much with that big lead, and he's going to pay the price for it now. So, going to still hang tough on that outside quarter though, off the corner. Meanwhile, Jared and Ray are there. So it is now a 4-car battle for the lead. Jason's still hanging tough on that outside line. And DJ does manage to clear him now off the corner. Jason looks back underneath, but just can't get enough of a run. You know, Jason's going to have to start watching his mirror because Jared is there looking down underneath now going into 3. Ray sitting back in 4th place, just taking it all in. letting them use their tires up. Jared got a great run off the corner, just had nowhere to go with it because Jason was running that high line off of 2. So allowed Ray to get underneath him, get a good run off the corner. See if Jason, what Jason does at this next corner. If he goes low, that'll kind of hold up Ray, and that'll give Jared another chance to go back by on the outside. Kind of running that middle line this time, drawing it down. Now Ray's looking underneath him for second. Even with all this battling, DJ's not had a chance to pull away really, so. And Ray does clear him off of 4 for the second position. Current running order is DJ Kinner in first, Ray Hillhouse second, Jason Rome third, Jared Heasley fourth, and Albie Hewins in fifth. Rick Sargent sixth, Richie West seventh, Gerald Poole eighth, Wild Bill Percy 9th, and Donald Durns 10th, with Nicole Kriesel in 11th. Look back a little bit further at a fight here for 7th position. Richie has it, Thanos wants it. Rick Sargent right in front of them, running in 6th. And I'm showing Donald Durns has ducked to pit road. Don't know if he's short pitting, going to cut this into 3 segments here on this last run, or if he had an issue. Meanwhile, Richie has closed down on Rick Sargent now for the 6th position. Gerald's fallen about 9/10 of a second off the back of Richie's bumper. Richie's looking underneath of Rick. Rick's giving him room. Meanwhile, up front, DJ's still leading, but Ray is there on that back bumper. Jason Rome just a little bit off behind, and Jared behind him. You can see Albie kind of in the distance there in 5th. Albie's about a 1.5 seconds off of Jared. Ray now looking on the outside of DJ. He must have liked what he saw for tire wear, because it looks like he's running a little bit harder this time. Gets that run on the high side. DJ's going to make him earn it. And it looked like DJ made a duck for pit road. Definitely was a late turn in. Hopefully he managed to get it down in time. So that slides Ray, of course, in the lead. That slides Jason Rome up to 2nd, Jared Heasley 3rd, Richie West 4th, Albie Hewins 5th, Rick Sargent 6th, Gerald Poole 7th, and Bill Percy 8th, with Nicole Kriesel 9th. DJ's on pit road, showing Donald a lap down right now, so he did complete his stop, get back out. So definitely short pitting a little bit. So let's see how that plays out as everybody else starts to pit, as Ray does duck for pit road. So Ray is cutting it basically exactly in half, lap 66. So by the time he gets back out, gets back up to speed, and it'll be another 33 laps to the end. So running equal segments of 33 laps each. Ray is coming off pit road. Jason stays out right now with Jared Heasley in second, Richie West third, Albie Hewins fourth, Bill Percy fifth, and Nicole Kriesel in sixth. Ray Hillhouse is seventh, one lap down to the leaders right now. Looks like DJ just managed to get back past him. DJ had momentum up on track as Ray was coming off of pit road. Jason staying out for another lap. I'm sure he can run it with fuel, but the question is he going to just try and run it for a bit to try and hope for a caution to trap a few people down? Because the longer he stays out, the more time he is giving up running on those worn tires with others on fresh set. So Jared Heasley and Richie West stuck to pit road. So Jason Rome, Albie Hewins, Wild Bill, and Nicole, that's what she said, Kriesel, have stayed out. They're running first, second, third, and fourth. Jason staying out another time. Next time by will be lap 70, so 30 to go. Albie Hewins is ducked for pit road. So that leaves Jason Rome, Bill Percy, and Nicole Kriesel. And Jason Rome is going to pit road. Gets it wound up in time, it looks like, so that's good. Now we'll see as the others take pit stops. It looks like at the current time, DJ Kinner will be the leader once everybody else completes their pit cycle, with Ray Hillhouse about 3 seconds behind. So the extra lap there did cost him a little bit as far as the tires, but he'll have slightly fresher tires than DJ as we get on in this run. So Bill Percy is your leader with Nicole Kriesel in second. Here's Nicole coming through 3 and 4, it looks like. And she is going to stay out, so she's definitely she's going to stay out till she has to come to pit road for fuel. Hoping for a caution. That will definitely get her some good track position, and the longer that she can do it while the others have already pitted, the more chance that they're going to have to come and use their last set of tires while she'll still have a fresh set. But if she does not get a caution, she's given up tons of time here on these old tires. Same with Bill Percy, who's in the lead. He's basically on that same strategy. Just completed lap 74, so 26 laps to go while Bill stays out. So he has committed to that strategy. He needs to basically ride or die, I guess would be the way to say it. Just keep going till he has to come to pit road for fuel. At this point, he's given up way too much time as far as actual track time because running on the old tires. So he needs a caution for the strategy to work out, but you never know. It can happen. I've seen it happen plenty of times. I've had it happen to me. Meanwhile, DJ has gotten by Nicole for second. Those fresh tires obviously paying off. Ray is just behind, so he'll be catching Nicole and moving up to third here fairly quick. There you can see Jason on the fresh tires going by on that outside. And it's actually been a few laps since Jason pitted, because he was, we saw him go in while, after the others had made their cycle. So you can see how fast those new tires are. Here comes Albie on the outside down lap himself. Right now he's got about a 19-second lead on DJ in second, but every lap that ticks off, DJ's taken almost a full second, if not more, off of, actually 2 seconds off of his lead every lap. Here comes Donald Durrance on Bill Percy's back bumper. He's going to unlap himself. As we come by, 78 complete, 22 to go. Donald goes underneath there for the easy pass, get back on the lead lap. Nicole has made her stop. She had fallen to 6th place. Meanwhile, the lead is down to 14 seconds over DJ, with Ray another 2 3/4 seconds back of DJ in 3rd. Jared Heasley running 4th, Rick Sargent 5th, Richie West 6th, Gerald Poole 7th, Jason Rome 8th, Albie Hewins 9th, Donald Durrance 10th, and Nicole, that's what she said, Kriesel in 11th. Albie had stayed out a couple extra laps on the others, so that cost him a little bit of time, but he's going to have fresher tires than the others, so that will should make a difference as far as closing up. And it looks like Bill is coming to pit road. So he stretched it as far as he could go, but it's time for fuel. And that will give the lead to DJ as he comes by here and takes that lead. Ray's about 2 1/3 seconds back from DJ. Jared Heasley another 3 1/2 seconds back in 3rd place. Richie West 4th and Rick Sargent 5th. So the question will be, who timed their strategy right? Who saved a little bit of tire on the front end of this run? To see who's going to come out on top at the end. Bill Percy is out of the pits back on track, but unfortunately he is 1 lap down. That's how much time he gave up by staying out there. But he has fresh tires, so he will be faster than the others, so he may be able to close it back down, get back on the lead lap. Ray Hillhouse in second, down to 1 3/4 seconds, so he's closed up over half a second in the last 2 laps. 18 laps to go, be 17 to go at the line this time by. Slowly chipping away at that lead, now to 1.6 seconds. Ran about a 1/10 second faster that last lap than DJ. Bill Percy back in 10th, who was 1 lap down, just ran a second faster than DJ. So those fresh tires definitely working in his favor to see if he can get himself back up on the lead lap. He's still got a ways to go, though. Now 15 laps to go. The margin has kind of stabilized a little bit at about 1.6 seconds. I don't know if Ray's saving or if DJ saved a little bit or is just kind of maintaining that gap. We'll have to see as the laps click down. Current running order is DJ Kinner first, Ray Hillhouse second, Jared Heasley third, Richie West fourth, Rick Sargent fifth, Jason Rome running sixth, Gerald Poole seventh, Albie Hewins eighth, Donald Durrance ninth, Bill Percy 10th, and Nicole Kriesel in 11th. 10th and 11th are currently one lap down. Donald Durrance has just ducked to pit road, so again he is trying that double stop strategy to take advantage of the fresh tires with 13 laps to go. He is leaving pit road, so unfortunately he has given up 9th and 10th spot right now. So he falls back to 11th, but he's going to have the freshest tires of everybody. So let's see if he can make that pay off. Meanwhile, the gap is down to 1.4 seconds. So Ray has started to close it down just a little bit. Another 3.5 seconds back to Jared Heasley in third. Looks like Richie West is starting to close in on Jared, so we could have a fight coming up there pretty quick. Yes, he has closed in there. Meanwhile, a little farther back, you've got Jason Rome, Rick Sargent, Albie Hewins all fighting for that 5th spot right now. 5th, 6th, and 7th there. Rick Sargent has 5th. Jason wants it. And Albie sitting right back there in 7th, watching the two of these fight it out, trying to decide where he wants to go, maybe up the middle here. Jason's got by along with Albie. It looks like Rick might have used his tires up a little bit. Either that or he's cooling them just to save them as we're inside of 10 laps to go now, down to 9 laps to go. Richie West still trying to track down Jared there for the 3rd position. Meanwhile, DJ's lead is down to about 1.25 seconds. There's Donald on fresh tires coming up on DJ to get his lap back. Or one of his lap backs. Looks like he's 2 down, so he'll be 1 down now after he gets this one by. There he goes. See how much faster fresh tires are. He just drives down to the bottom, drives away. Meanwhile, 7 laps to go. Lead is just over a second now. That's Wild Bill in between. He's on board the roof of Ray's car as he's trying to track down DJ in the orange car up there. Wild Bill Percy in between the two of them. Just chipping away a half a tenth here and there, but 6 laps to go. It'll be 5 laps next time by. I don't know if he has enough time to do it unless he makes a Hail Mary here. Really sends it in. Had a good corner there, though. That and Bill getting down underneath DJ to get his lap back. But Ray has definitely caught him. Now inside, just over half a second back. 4 to go this time by at the line. Running orders: DJ Kinner in first, Ray Hillhouse second, Jared Heasley third, Richie West fourth, Jason Roman fifth, Albie Hewen sixth, Rick Sargent seventh, Gerald Poole eighth, Bill Percy ninth, Nicole Creasel 10th, Donald Durrance 11th. Ray now 4/10 of a second back. Be 3 to go this time by at the stripe. Ray has caught him, but can he pass him? Catching him's one thing, passing him's another. Bill Percy's pulled away far enough that I don't think he'll have any effect on these two as they battle it out for the win. Ray really let it go off the corner there, got a little bit loose off of 4. Definitely trying everything he's got to get there. 2 laps to go. Closes up on that back bumper in the middle of 1 and 2, seeing if he can get a runner here down the backstretch. White flag is in the air, 1 lap to go. DJ really sent it in the corner. See, Ray ran a little bit higher line. Can he get a run on him? Doesn't look like it. He's got one more shot here down in 3 and 4. He takes it to the bottom. DJ's going to keep him pinned down. It looks, was there contact? DJ's loose. Ray gets by. I don't know if there was contact or not. Have to take a look at that from a little different angle. Get the chopper view. Ooh, there was a little bit of contact there. DJ was keeping him pinched down. Ray came off the bottom just a touch, enough to have a little bit of contact. So the finishing order was Ray Hillhouse in first, DJ Kinner second, Richie West up to third, Jared Heasley fourth, Jason Rome fifth. Let's see if we can talk to a few of these people here. Let's see who's on here. Let's grab Richie West first. Richie, it's Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
That seemed like a little bit of a crazy finish there at the end.
Yeah, it was super fun between me and Jared there. We were pretty evenly matched on that last run there. And yeah, we had quite a good battle. It was definitely a lot of fun. At one point, he threw the block on me and he told me to get away, get out of here.
So was it you just saved a little bit more tire, had a little more movement, or?
I mean, again, I think we were so dead even. I obviously I must have just saved a little tiny bit, but I mean, it wasn't much. I mean, it took everything I had there to get to his inside there. And he had a pretty good run off the top of the last turn as well. I thought it was pretty much a drag race down to the finish line, but it was fun.
Well, that's good. Well, congrats on the third place finish. Another strong run, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mark, and thanks for everything you do.
Thank you. And it does not look like DJ is in Discord, so let's grab Ray Hillhouse. Ray, it's Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, that was a little bit of a crazy finish. Definitely side by side there. Looks like he squeezed down. You might have come up a little bit, but that's kind of racing here on the last lap, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, definitely didn't want to get into him, but, DJ's a real clean racer, and I'm glad that he was able to save it and stuff. But yeah, I knew I was going to try to send it down in there, and I was able to get underneath him. Had a little bit better tires, and came together, so glad I came out on top on that one.
Well, that was good to see. That's your second win of the season so far, so that's congrats to you on that. And we will see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, hopefully we can do it again.
All right, thank you, Ray. Ray Hillhouse, your winner tonight. DJ Kinner was second, Richie West third, Jared Heasley fourth, and Jason Rome rounding out your top five. Albie Hewins, Rick Sargent, Gerald Poole, Bill Percy, Nicole Creasel, your top 10, Donald Durrance in 11th. So that will do it for us tonight here in Vegas. We will see you next week at North Wilkesboro for some short track racing. Again, the Cup guys are at Vegas tomorrow night on How to Suck at iRacing, broadcast by Doug Burns. So I definitely highly recommend you check them out, and we'll see you again. Thank you for watching.
This was a presentation of the Burning Rubber Racing League Saturday Series presented by Flaming Karma Paint Shop. We want to thank our loyal viewers. This is MDM TV.